Today we'll see about routing and lazy loading of standalone component. So let's start the video. Hi everyone, this is Subrat and you are watching Fun of Heuristic. Please do subscribe to the channel so that it will give a big motivation to me. In our previous video, we saw that how you can create a standalone component, how you can use that in various places. And in this video, we will see how we're gonna use routing and lazy loading of standalone components. So if you go to our code, here you see we already have our router module, which you have created in our previous video. And if you don't know what a standalone component is and how you can use them in your application, then please go ahead and watch the video. I will link the video in the card, then come back here so that you can follow the step. So here we can add a route here similar to what we used to do. It looks same as previous, but here the one main benefit here is our login component doesn't depend on any module at all. In our previous video, we have commented our app routing module. So I will just uncomment them and I will show you the another way if you really want to do it without any ngModule or without any app module at all. So to do the first way, how we are approaching for our routing, which is more common, for that I will go ahead and make changes in our app component and I will make this component as not a standalone component. So I'll just remove this from here and in our bootstrap, we'll add our app component as well as in our declaration. So now it's a normal application which uses some standalone component. Why I'm doing this? Because we have imported our app route in our ngModule. Okay, and we'll see how we're gonna eliminate these as well in the next step. And now we'll go to our application/login and we got some error. Okay, I got the error. So I forgot to add router outlet here. So I'll just go ahead and add router outlet. And now I hope it will work. So now if you go to our login, so you can see here, we are getting login works. So login works coming from sign up component and we have added login works here. Just to make it simpler, I will just go to sign up component.html here and remove the login works from here. Now if we'll go back, now it's not there. When you go back again to login component, we are getting login works. So that means our routing is working with standalone component. If we'll go back to our routes, here if you see our login component is not at all depends on our ngModule, means our app module. This is one way you can use router. And if you don't want to use ngModule at all, that we're going to see in the end of the video. But the process for both will be same. You just need to pass this route while bootstrapping the application. So we'll see that at the end. Now we'll go ahead and check how we're gonna lazy load your module when loading your routes. And here, instead of component, we'll use load component. So that's all. Now we can lazy load our standalone component directly to our application. This is how you can lazy load your standalone component to your application. And to invoke this, we'll go to our app component and here we'll add router link, means a router link to login route. Now I'll go to our application and here we'll see that our standalone component is lazy loaded or not. I will try to hit the login. I have opened the network tab. You can see here, just keep an eye on the network tab, press login. We got our standalone component bundle.js as a separate JavaScript file. That means our standalone component is now lazily loaded. Previously, what we have was when you have a component, if you want to lazy load them, you can combine them to a module and then use that module to lazy load in a particular route. Now you have component level control if you want to lazy load some component in your application. And that too, you can lazy load multiple components at once. What I meant is like you can lazy load your sub route like load children. So for that, I have done some modification. I will show you them. So what we'll do now here, instead of using this path as login, we'll use this path as user. So what we are doing here, we are saying inside user, we have login and sign up. So I have created a component, which is a normal component, not a standalone component. And inside that, I have added a file which will act as a children route for us. If you remember, load children in our normal route case, similar to this. So I have created login sign up routes, which will have all our routes for our children. Then we'll go to our app routing module, and here instead of load component, we'll do load children and we'll point to that user route here. Now from the route point of view, like from the user point of view, when the user will load, it will going to lazy load all of our components together. Now to lazy load this component, we'll add component as user component. In our user component, what we have done is just a normal Angular component, and inside that what I have done, I have given two button which is have router link and given the link to login as well as sign up. And this user component, as it's a normal component, we have imported, means we have declared that in our user component so it can use our app routing module. So this is how you can combine both your ngModule as well as your standalone component in real life. So now we'll go to our app component.html, and here what I have done is I have just changed from login to user. Now I'll go to our application. When I will hit the user, we'll get both of our router lazy loaded. When I'll go and hit login, it will going to work as it's navigating to login and sign up. So this is how you're gonna lazy load your either a component or bunch of component as children. And one thing also you can do to reduce your line of code here, instead of exporting this as a variable, you can export that as a default. So here you can write default and you can just give a type as a route array. So now in our app routing module, you don't need this. And all other routing feature will going to work with standalone component. Like if you want to add a provider here, like you want to add a provider of some services, or you want to add some routing guards for your children's, all those things will going to work. So there will be no change here. You can take use of those as a benefits for your standalone components. So this is how easy it is to lazy load your component as well as lazy load your children, or you can say that lazy load all standalone component together once as children. Now we'll see how gonna do this without any app module at all. Means app module or app routing module or any @ngModule at all. So for that, what we need to do, again, if you remember in the last video, we have bootstrap our app component. So we'll do that again. So from there we'll link our this routes array and try to make everything work. So here I will just comment this for now. And if we'll go to our main.ts, I have done that changes. So what we are doing here, we are bootstrapping our component, and this we have already done in the previous video. So here what I have added is I have added a provider which is doing a provide router, and it's pointed to our router array, which is this we have created. Now we have made all our component as standalone component. If you go to app component, this is standalone component which is using again common module and our router module. Why router module? To use our router outlet so that it can show all the router navigation. Similarly, if you'll go to our user component, which is again a standalone component which also use common and router module. Again, I will just try to explain here. What is happening is when we bootstrap our application from our app component, which is a standalone component, we are providing our routers as a provider to our components. Now our component will have all the routing details when it's bootstrapped. Now you'll go to our application. Here if you see, everything is working as it is. it is lazily loaded. And now if you go to login is working, sign up is working. So now this is become a completely module-less functional Angular application. So use it however you like. I will suggest take the benefit of both the world, like both the functional approach, like means standalone component, or using a default export, those things, as well as use the ngModule to modularize your application. And in the next video, we're going to see how gonna integrate NGRX with your standalone component. So please do subscribe to the channel so that you will not miss those videos. Please do share this video with your friends, family, colleague. We're going to meet in the next video. Till that, stay happy. Bye bye.